I'd like to invite you to an online program I'm offering starting on March the 6th for 4 weeks, entitled Integrating the Light of Awareness into the Human Experience. I'm very happy to be speaking of this kind of important subject, over 4 weeks, which is the integration ultimately of the light of awareness. And what does that mean? It means that any opening that we have, any sense of expansion that we have, any realization of the awakened, non-dual, let's say, experience that we have, inevitably has to filter into the lived experience. And that's where I like to talk about things, because it seems it's sort of easy when it's when the awareness or the light is seen, glimpsed, but it's actually in the filtering into the regular life, into relationships, into the going into the marketplace, into what happens when that light enters the emotional body, into the heart, and how does it show up in our everyday life. And so over 4 weeks I'm going to be exploring this. Week 1 we're going to be talking about what it means to be present. What is presence? As the light comes in, what is it to walk this world in presence, and where does that light kind of interact with the distractive nature of our minds, the distractive nature of the life that we live? Oh my, do we live in distraction? And the majority, don't know what it is to be present, but we get a taste of it and a glimpse of it. So what is it to live in presence, and how can we ground the light of awareness in the very essence of this presence? On week 2 we're going to be talking about the sticky nature of emotions and emotional alchemy, what to do about our emotional life, the emotions that live in the subtle energy body. How we are stuck in our emotions, and we carry them around, and we have carried them around for years and years and years. And how does that relationship work as the light of awareness, as the light of non-dual awareness filters into the very life that we live? Where does it meet those old emotions, and what do we do about them? Do we have to spend years and years in therapy or body work, working them all out, resolving them, fixing them? Or is there are there other ways? Can we surrender them? Can we actually transcend them? Is that possible? And what does that really mean? So that's a very, very exciting, a very juicy conversation, an honest conversation, and an intimate conversation. This is the opportunity to really explore for ourselves what this means. What does this really mean for ourselves? On week 3, we're going to be talking about awakened mind, and I'm very delighted, of course, to have my wife and teacher, main teacher of the Embodied Foundation, coming on to offer her guidance and wisdom about what awakened mind really means, and how we can almost shift from the ego-driven self, the ego mind that is attached here and projecting here and judging here and dividing everything up over and over, to actually speak to what happens to the mind in awakening. Does it just disappear? Is there nothing left of us? Or is there a place for the awakened ego, awakened mind in this journey of integration, of embodying non-dual realization, or the spiritual awakening? So that's going to be a very good week as well. And then in week 4 we're going to wrap it all up and explore what it means to really live from the heart. Can we live from a more unconditional, open space? We're all used to living actually with the heart locked in a state of conditionality. You know, it wants what it wants. If I get what I want, if I get what I think I need, if I get what I think needs to fill me up because there's a scarcity in me, you know, then I'll be happy and then I can offer my gifts to the world. But what is it really to open and not close in a good way, in a safe way, in a sacred way, in a powerful way, in a way that releases us into our or true authority? So the heart is not dictated to by its wounds anymore. So the heart is free. And this openness open naturalness comes upon us. And this is very powerful. This is a very powerful way of seeing the experience. So, you know, we're obviously, we're going to be talking about presence, emotions, mind, heart, and hopefully kind of supporting people in a deep inquiry into what it is to integrate this light of awareness, this light of non-dual awareness into the very fabric of our everyday existence in a way that works for us and brings us into a more honest relationship with ourselves, with other people, and with the world. There'll be recordings available for those who can't make it or have to miss a session, and I'm sure it'll be very deep and very honest. So that's my invitation. Come along, March 6th to March 27th, every Thursday at I think it's 10 a.m. Mountain Time, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. East Coast, and I think it's 4 or 5 o'clock in UK time. Check it out. Go to the website amodamar.com/events. Find it there. Come and check me out. Any questions you have, please feel free to ask me anything. Otherwise, I really look forward to seeing you online. Many blessings. Namaste.